Okay, we want to solve this very equation. We want to determine the value of x in the equation. We want to solve for x. And this one is logarithmic equation. Now, how do we now solve for x? Remember I told you earlier, the one we saw before, we have to involve change of base. Whenever you have a situation like this, what will come to your mind should be change of base. Okay, now for this very one, it is not different. We need to also involve change of base to this equation. Okay, now at this very part, I'm going to involve change of base. I'm going to involve change of base. I'm going to involve change of base. And don't forget that for change of base, we have it as log 4 divided log x equal to 2.5. This is what we have. Meaning we'll change it, we have log 4 divided log x. Now, the next thing we need to do, since we have base 2 here, let me have it as base 2. I will also have it as base 2. Okay? Now, for this one, I can reduce this 4 to 2 power 2. Okay? And when I do that, I'm going to have 2 log 2 base 2. Remember, for this very one to be 2 squared, you have to take the power to the back. You have to take the power to the back. Now we still have here as log s base 2 equal to 2.5. Okay, we are still going. Okay, for this one, log 2 base 2 will give me 1 times 2 will give me 2. Okay, I will still have here as 1 over 2 log s base 2 plus. Okay, remember I told you that log 2 base 2 is 1. Log 2 is 1 base. Therefore, 1 times 2 over 2 over log s base 2 equal 2.5. 2.5. Okay, we are still going. Now, what can we do to this now? We can say let's log x log s base 2 equal p. Let me involve p. Okay, it means that if I involve p here to this very one, I'm going to have p over 2. I'm going to have p over 2. If I also involve p here, I'm going to have 2 over p. 2 over p. Okay? I will now have equal 2.5. Equal 2.5. Now, we now have an equation. Now, I need to take the LCM of the denominators so that I can multiply all through by that LCM. Okay, let me now see what we can do to it. Okay, for this, I told you that we need to take the LCM. The LCM is 2p. 2p now times this very one. We are going to have p squared. Okay, 2p times this very one. We are going to have 2p times this very one. We are going to have 4. We are going to have 4. Okay, why 2p times this very one? We are going to have 5. We are going to have 5. Okay, we are going to have 5p. Yes, of course, because 2p is multiplying 2.5. We are going to have 5p. Now we cannot take 5p over. We can carry this 5p over because this one is quadratic equation. Remember the standard way of writing quadratic equation, that is standard form. Everything must be equal 0. It means that I need to move this one over. I will now have p squared. Okay, here is positive. We cross over, become minus 5p. Okay, this one is not moving, remain plus 4 equals 0. Now we now have standard equation. Okay, this is quadratic equation. We need to factorize this very equation. I need to think of 2 numbers I can add up to give me the coefficient of p that is minus 5. When I multiply it, I will have 4. And the numbers are simply, okay, I'm going to have it as minus 4. We're going to have it as minus 4 minus 1. Minus 4 minus 1 will give me minus 5. That is the coefficient of p. And when I multiply it, I will have plus 4. Therefore, I'm going to have minus 4. Okay, it now become minus 4p minus p. This one becomes minus p plus 4 equals 0. I'll pick the first two and factorize. I'll also pick the other one and factorize. Now the highest common factor here is p. Okay, I will have here as p because if p divided here, this p squared will be p divided become -4. Now the highest common factor here is 1. Okay, okay. Now if 1 divided, we are going to have p. This minus will affect this plus become minus. 1 share 4, that is dividing 4, we are going to have 4. Now we have the same bracket. We have a common bracket. We need to pick one of the brackets and pick the one outside also. This is the one outside equals 0. And what does this one mean? Simply mean p minus 4 equals 0 or p minus 1 equals 0. I need to make p the subject of the formula. I need to make p the subject of the formula. We have p equal 4 or p equal 1. Okay? Remember, we don't have p in the equation. Don't forget, we don't have p in the equation. I need to solve for that. Okay? Because in the equation we have x. And don't forget, we said that log x is 2 should be p. Okay? If p is equal 4 and log x is 2 equal p, what will happen? We can log x is 2 equal 4. Now, remember that this very one, this one is an equation. Yes, this one is an equation. I need to balance the equation. The only way to do that, I will consider the base here. Become log x is 2 equal 4 log 2 is 2. Okay, I will take 4 over, take it to the top under change of power. Change of power. I will now have log 2 power 4 is 2. I have an equal base now, I can eliminate. Therefore, x becomes 2 power 4. And 2 power 4 is 16. 2 power 4 is 16. Now we have determined the first value for x. We will also determine the other value. We also determine the other value. Whatever, if p is equal 1. Remember we said that log x base 2 is equal p. And therefore, wherever I have p, I will have to put 1 there. And okay, now we have log of base 2 here. I need to equalize the very equation. It will give me log 2 base 2. And I will have 1. Okay, we now have logarithm to the same base. I can eliminate it. Therefore, we have s equal 2. Okay, we can now see now that s is equal to, or we have 16. Okay, or 16. Thank you very much. This is David Jumbo, online mathematics. Okay, we have been able to resolve the equation. We have determined the value of x. The value of x is simply 2 or 16. This is how we solve an equation like this. Please don't forget to join me on this page, JB Jumbo Online Mathematics. All the best.